Hello everybody and welcome back. Oh boy is it good. You know what time it is. It has been 2 days since our last 10-man custom and we are already back in it with the Glizzy Gang Snoo 10-man special. Oh, I am excited. Today, no DoorDash, no food delivery service to battle with, no phone calls to take, no form of interruptions. And on top of that, I got a drink. I'm happy. We are ready to commentate what is quite literally the first time I've ever seen Pearl played by this new crew. I am very excited for this, and we got a bit of a lineup today. We got some familiar faces, some new faces from last time too. But of course, we have the teams, Macrome, the one and only famous, Pom Pom, who I got to see last game, and I'm not gonna lie, pretty impressed, pretty excited to see a little more gameplay on the Astra too. Spark playing the Killjoy on Pearl. Interesting choice. Seems like a very popular pick on this map. Hesperia playing the Fade, Martial Demon. Chris Coffey on the Phoenix, the entry frag duelist. Then we have over on the other side, Dennis Averly on Breach. Seiku, I believe is how you say that. Maybe I could be wrong. Playing the Fade. It's going to be Sophie on the Astra. No big surprise there. But that's an old face from the Unconny tournament, which my teammates definitely throw. I'm looking at you, Macrome. Yapal Hunter playing Killjoy, interestingly enough, and Agron on the Rays. You know what time it is. It only works out, so I'm going to have to say it again. It's Team Chris versus Team Dennis. Attacking side, Dennis. Defending side, Chris. I'm solo casting this, and I'm not going to lie. I am so excited to see this match play out. Auto balance teams, so this is what the game gave us, but we'll see what happens here. We wait 3 minutes on Spark's toaster Wi-Fi. I'm going to go grab my water before we get too far in it, because I also have my OJ. If you thought I meant alcohol with a drink, you were just wrong. I am unfortunately not drinking that tonight. But keep the throat clear, keep it going, because this could be a very long match. Who knows? Maybe we'll have a 16-18 match. Caster's Cars go into triple, quadruple overtime. But we are underway, actually surprisingly fast. It looks like Amber's Wi-Fi is on her side today. But let's see, as Chris's team, defending first, is going to split 2-2, it looks like so far. Maybe Chris playing mid towards the B side. Mabiso is staying with comps. Oh, Dennis starting the smack talk. Looking like the attacking side, Dennis leaning towards the B hit here. But we currently have Macrome and Pom Pom playing. Maybe a KJ lurk mid, but we'll see what happens here. As we are starting off with a good old-fashioned Kurt taking the entry peak. Fade Eye goes down. One shot is found. Macrome popping some counter utility, perhaps. No concuss popped yet. It's going to be a fast hit as the team is already in it. He just gets UTO'd out by Akron here with a grenade. And it's going to be a first blood. Pom Pom trying to find something. Finds the one shot, but Dennis trades back too. He's got the breach concuss. He might find the blind. Finds the timing. Has to fall off. 2v3 now. A difficult task to say the least here for Hesperia and Spark. Sorry, it's going to take me a second to get the names down of the agents. But Spark finds the shot on the Psycho. And Hesperia can't find the shots, but gets the one onto Dennis. It is all up to Sophie now. Light shields and a classic. Bomb ticking away. But both players, low HP, doesn't find anything. The suck is in, but the shots are just not connecting. Spark is 1 HP, finds the one. It's all up to Hesperia now. Sophie just playing the post-plant stall. Hesperia can't find the kill, gets some damage. Isn't going to get the job done. It goes out, but the bomb pops off. Can't even find the kill as the first round goes to Team Dennis. Sophie clutching it up. Ooh, it is good to be back. It has been a little while. I did have some comments last time that the game was a little quiet, so I'm going to try to turn up the game volume slightly at least. Hopefully that's a little better. I hope that is recording correctly. I think I might be on the wrong thing, because I don't actually see anything coming through on the game here. I'm sorry, I think I was on the wrong feed, so you might not have had any audio on that first pick, but I assure you it was action-packed, so that is completely my fault. It's going to be Agron with a satchel in. Sorry about that, folks. I think that was my error, but it should be fixed now. Thankfully, I caught that early on rather than later. Spark trying to defend completely solo here, but it's just getting absolutely utiled out. Macrome's going to find one onto Hunter there, actually. Agron playing at the edge of the smoke. The Prowler goes through. Here comes the swing. The running gun comes down, and Averly and Saiku's also gonna find one at the same exact time. It's all up to Macrome now, who's getting blinded and pushed by Dennis. Might find one with counterblind thing. Doesn't matter. Averly still finds the shot. It's all up to Chris Coffee, who finds one that gets gunned down by Averly for his third of the round. Team Dennis takes the force. Ooh, it is fiery right now. We are just popping off these frags. It's going faster than I can keep up with. I'm trying to get in the habit of playing on this little numpad again, trying to switch between people. But frankly, it's just too quick. I can't keep up. Alrighty. So now, this is the round I always say is the most important. Rifle round for the defensive side.
Don't hold back.
Will Chris Coffey's team be able to keep a little bit of balance here? Finding some picks, but look at this, already an explosive amount of utility. Some retaliation comes back from Hesperia with the utility. Yep, that's right. I just want to make sure I was thinking the right person. But they cut noise. Meaning to opt off for a silent approach. Doesn't seem to really matter though, because everyone seems to be playing pretty default at the moment. No real pushes or over rotations, as they have rifles. They don't want to give up these guns. Quiet lurk back now. Hunter looking to see if he can find anything. Should hear the jump peek, but in retaliation, Macrome should hear it as well. And Chris Coffey's gonna find a pick mid onto Sophie. That is big, because that means smokes are down, and with only one action remaining in the game, it gives a lot of pressure to Pom Pom, who's gonna find Agron. There is a breach ult that comes in, but it doesn't find anyone. Gonna find Hunter as well, taking these pot shots. The concussion comes through, but can it find anything? Finds one more. Pom Pom's popping off. Ooh, but can you find this one? Line comes through and the spray is just there. He finds his fourth of the round on to Dennis. That's a flawless round for the defensive half, getting him right back into this game. No eco pressure at all coming for Team Dennis here. Pom Pom, I'm so glad I caught that entire 4K there. He just got the pressure going and kept it rolling. 1-2 now. Like I said, rifle rounds is everything. And now we should see an equal buy. Actually, a few light shields on the attacking team. Maybe the economy didn't go down the way they wanted it to. Utility didn't work out. Some pressure lost because of no bomb plant, but it's going to be an aggressive round here. We have people pushing mid. Might be a Kurt v Chris moment. There is a retaliation Prowler, but so does comes the... Ooh, but it's going to be Coffee who finds two. Kurt does find Hesperia, but it's a 1-for-2 trade. The guns are being juggled back, too, so they can't be recovered. A smart move for Chris. However, both teams have money. It's actually going to be a little bit of a lurk up here from Sophie. Spark, though, has the angle. Will she catch Sophie here? And Chris is going to find his third for the round.
Down A.
Ooh, a risky place to put a star. That's going to be Sophie versus... Ooh, Spark. Spark finds the kill, and Chris! Unfortunately, I missed the second half of this 4K, but just as Pom Pom did, he's got a little bit of a fiery lead there. There's a tongue twister for you. Finds the 4K to make it even 2-2 now, and unfortunately, the eco round. The eco round goes in favor now to the defensive side. Attacking team has to take a little bit of a light buy here, half buy, if you will. A smart turret smoke, but frankly, it didn't really matter. The alarm bot still selling Sophie out there. She tried to lurk up on the Phoenix. And now, this might be an eco rush. We'll see what comes through here. There is a fade eye, a bit of a breach flash. This is a fast hit, but the utility is here for Spark. They cut noise. An aggressive push up for breach on the B's site. We'll see if they can counter. Chris now taking some opening shots, and Hunter gets found out by Macrome. No reward there for the attacking side, as he just gets one tap, and Macrome's going to take that pick and leave it. One less person on the board, giving a man advantage to the defensive side. Let's see what comes from this. There is a few ults on the defensive team, a Phoenix ult and an Asher ult. Hopefully they'll get to hold on to both of these, but also a Raze ult for the offense. This could be big if finds two here. The Prowler comes through, but Chris gets two of them. Can't find anything else. There is a Raze grenade, but it is going to be Matt with the double headshot onto Averly and Agron. Almost a near flawless.
Just
2 and 3.
Okay, my arms are good. We can go.
Matt looking sharp on his gunplay there. Perfect flash. Shuts down that eco. No space given for the attacking side now. Back on to full buy. One Marshall on the board for Hesperia, but Marshall Demon playing the B long angle. Doesn't look like they're leaning B, however. They seem to be heading towards the A site. Into the Killjoy utility. A little bit of a late setup here. No alarm bot. There is a Fade Eye that comes through. But look at this. Look at this timing. Look at this timing mid. There's a gunfight that happens. Agron's going to find it. That gives him the first pick. The defensive side down 1, but Spark's going to return the favor with Psycho. Finds, ooh, nothing more. And there is an ult coming through from Agron onto Pom Pom. The retaliation is there. 2v4 now for the defensive side. They have to make something happen here. Let's see if Macrome can get it to happen. Finds 2 blind, but doesn't get a reward from it. Might flash one more time. Finds it. Gets the kill onto Paul and Averly. Ball has been stopped. Agron gets Hesperia. It's all up to Matt. He can't find anything more, even though the breach ult comes through. So if he's going to get the shutdown, it is a 3-3 match now. Attackers get a little bit of momentum back. If they'd lost that, that could have been rough. It's really hard to stop a team that's on a momentum win streak. 4 rounds in a row can be difficult. But it's an even game. And still rifles on both sides. The attacker side's economy still a little iffy. Little tricky now, but not exactly uneven. Chrome opting in for the op. Say that 5 times fast. Let's see if he gets rewarded from this, as the attacking sides do seem to be leaning towards B. There is no connection on that op shot, and Agron's gonna find the kill onto Hesperia. A quick frag. Yeah, it does look like they're. Ooh, the Astro Wall comes through from the Chrome. Hits the double. There's a sucking play. Will he get found out here? There is a KJ in retaliation. Tries to find one, can't find anything. So if he's gonna get the kill, the defender KJ is on a timer here. Might find both of them. Saiku's trying to find something, gets out barely, but Sophie's gonna find nothing, and Chris Coffey's gonna find Psycho in retaliation. He's got a Phoenix ult, spikes down and spawn. This is really bad for the offensive team. Not what you want to see in this moment. You finally get a little bit of momentum, get a little bit of synergy going,
Last
and
player
it's all taken
standing.
away from you just like that. Pom Pom's gonna find the kill onto Sophie, leaving this all up to Hunter. Not a kill yet on the board. They don't exactly know where he is, but if they didn't before, they do now. Chris is just going to gun him down. Unfortunately, 16 HP does not get the job done. A nice try from the attacking side. It looks so good. It looks so clean. Until that double off play from Macrome. He's ulted off, concussed, blinded, you named it, but he still finds 2. Crazy play from him.
Cheers.
And now, the attacking side. On an eco, leaning towards the A. This could be a big round for the defenders. Get that 5-3 lead. Coffee is going for an aggressive play, but they don't have guns. He does the double flash. Finds 1, finds 2. Almost finds 3, but takes some damage. Phoenix comes through the 4th. Finds 3, doesn't get the 4th with the raise grenade. It doesn't quite kill him. He's blind. Trying to find out his 4th. Gets his 4th and the 5th for the round. Chris Coffee with the eco ace.
You can't.
He is on fire. No Phoenix pun intended. Smart play with the ultimate there, just to reset his HP after that dangerous push. I mean, imagine he dies there. If the other person behind him also dies, that's 2 guns in the attacking side's hands. Even though it's an eco for them, that's very convertible. 3v2 in terms of rifles, but a 5v2 in terms of numbers. Sorry, 5v3. What am I saying? Regardless, we'll see what they can do this round now, as the economy is a little more stable. A little bit of aggression here from Agron, but Spark's gonna find him out. Chris Coffey's pushed up, trying to find one back, but just gets out after finding the pick. Rifles equaled out a little bit, but Psycho's gonna find the return kill onto Spark. Blinded, trying to find something. Does find one, and Sophie finds Macrome. What looked like a good defensive round has yet again flipped on its head. It's all up to Pom Pom now. With a little bit of backup here from Hesperia, trying to find something, but we'll see if anything happens. This is looking like an attacking round, but if he finds one more, which he does, at least the trade is there. This is all up. Waverly living on what I think is 1 HP. has an op. 1 HP doesn't matter with an operator. Might not be able to find anything. Sees the arm. Gets the wall bang. And Hunter. No kills on the board. This would be a massive one to secure this round. It's all up to him. He's got mollies on the bomb. Time is scarce. Not a lot of HP on Hesperia. Still has an operator in her hand. Might hear the KJ utility. Does not. Bled out by the KJ utility on the swing from Hunter. He finds his first kill, and it's a big one. Clutching it up for the 5-4. That round could have gone either way. At first, I thought it was an defender round for sure, but the retaliation from the attackers looked so good. Pom Pom makes a hero play, almost brings it back, but an unfortunate slight extension there just doesn't quite make the dream happen. It was a good play, nonetheless. Finds two, just too many of them. Hunter rejoicing over his first kill, and now it's looking like a B hit. 5-4 now. Defensive side lead. And look at this, Macron being sneaky. Has good positioning here. Good for both teams, but Macron finds two. Agron, able to trade it out. 5 HP though, not exactly the HP you want on one of your star players. There is a Killjoy ult going down, but it's not exactly in a very forward position. There is a Breach ult to come back. Retaliation, I don't know if it's going to be enough though. The Breach ult is expended, but frankly, I don't know if there's anybody here to do anything about it. Spark's going to find one, and Hesperia is going to find Hunter. It's all up to a 5 HP Agron. Trying to make something happen, but now with his position revealed, what's he going to do? 1 HP, as if it wasn't hard enough before. Now you're being pulled in multiple directions. 1 HP, tries to make something happen, but it's going to be Chris Coffee who shuts him down. The demoted spray. A little toxic, but you know, we gotta have a little friendly banter here in Valorant. I'm surprised the comm chats have been a little quiet tonight compared to previous nights. 6-4, maybe a bit of a more high-stakes game, if you will. But it is Team Chris at the moment with a lead by 2, and I think this means another eco round for the attacking side. Some have told me that this is a defensive-sided map. I don't really have an opinion too much on this map. I don't play it that much. It's not exactly my favorite. It's a bit of a tricky map, in my opinion, but that's why I'm so excited to see these guys play. We'll see if it really is defensive-sided. See if they can secure out an 8-4 half. The attacking side can make something happen here on the deco. There is a blind that comes through on both sides, but the right click from Psycho, he's gonna find the kill on Macron, trying to find that rifle, but it fell backwards, wrong direction. Pom Pom is going to get one back in trade. There is a bit of a push coming here from Sophie. Might find something. Meanwhile, on site, Psycho's gonna find Chris. That's massive. 3v2 now. Defensive side still have a little bit of a lead. Ooh, it looked dicey for a second. But Spark and Hesperia find the last 2 kills. The attacking side can't make the eco work.
Last round in the half.
Looking promising, to say the least. 7-4. Ult economy in the favor of the defensive side. Every ult except for Killjoy ultimate on the board. That is massive. The Raze ult and Asher ult go on the side of the offense. Could make something happen here. They really... I mean, 8-4 is definitely recoverable, but 7-5 looks a lot better on paper. You look at the stats, there's a lot more of a 7-5 conversion compared to 8-4. I mean, the same could be said about 11-1. Like, the more rounds you have, the better, of course. But if this really is a defensive-sided map, going 7-5 here would be huge. It is going to be Chris who pops the Phoenix ult, but I don't think he can see anything, gets nothing from it, and he's getting spammed through the smoke. Little does he know he's 1 HP. Psycho might have been able to make that happen. I think there was the Raze ult expended. Nothing happened. We're just playing an Overwatch game at the moment. There's so much happening. And Spark's going to find one onto Hunter, and that's the bomb. Not what you want to see happen in one of the most crucial parts of the game. Sophie's trying to get this back, but it's in a bad situation. They have to fight 2 fights at once to avoid getting pinched. Smoke comes through. There is a blind. An amazing swing. I don't know if it was blind or not, but Sophie finds both with a clean spray transfer. And that's the break you need. There's 2 extra ults on the board, but it looks like the offensive team are heading fast A. Agron's trying to find something mid here, but Pom Pom calls him out. 3-3 now. tricky situation.
You are divided.
The astral wall comes through.
30 seconds
Two
left.
on site should be able to get the bomb down. The question is, will the retake be good? Because sure enough, here comes the second astral, and oh, Psycho gets found out by a timing from Chris. He's gonna flash through the wall, but he's playing against two separate walls. Who knows who is? Averly's gonna find Hesperia, but does he know that Chris is pushing him? He definitely does now. Has to look both ways, can't find the pick, and it's gonna be Sophie getting caught out from behind. The attacking side isn't able to make it happen. 8-4 defensive team. Chris Coffey's team taking a lead by 4 points. Is this truly a defensive match? We'll find out. But frankly, this pistol holds a lot more weight now to the now defending team. It's crucial. If they want to get back some momentum, get back into this game, this would be a massive lead. 2 points is a lot here when you're talking about an 8-4 half. They might try something gambly here, but I think it's risky. I don't know if they're actually leaning for people A and just leaving Averly. I forgot the side switch. Leaving Averly here to defend B solo. But it's looking like a bit of a mid-hit here. Hagren playing the link. Looks like they're leaning for the 2-3. But I haven't shown the scoreboard in a while. I apologize. I should probably show this, but Coffee leading the performance, of course. There's just been so much action happening every single round. It's just I haven't had time to slow down, and Coffee is pushing in. Might find one onto Hunter. Doesn't get the job done. The molly comes through. He's mollied off. Concussed. Can he get out? Does not. He gets run down by a frenzy. Hesperia gets caught from behind, but actually finds two. Sorry, not Hesperia, Psycho. I forgot the side switch. Almost gets 3. Doesn't quite get it done, and the attackers have been halted a little bit here. The defenders isn't able to find anything with a right click. There is a grenade coming through from Hagren here. Finds one. Might find a second. Finds a dink. That would be huge. Can't find any more, though, and it's left all up to Averly. Can't find the kill. Finds one more, but Spark clutches it out, securing the 9th round for the attacking side. Yet again, an incredibly close round. Could go either way, but a few shots, a few moments difference changes everything. And if you're on the defensive side right now, you don't want to lose that pistol. That hurts. Honestly, they might even be considering a counter buy here. You really want this round. Get yourself back into the game. They indeed, a bit of an interesting scoreline. Married, if you will. It's gonna be Averly. Spots 1 early. B side. Gets a concuss, should see more than that. There is a small counter buy coming through here on the defensive side, but the comms don't seem to be there. One of those counter buys goes down the pom-pom looking for Kurt's mid. And that hurts right now. You really don't want to see that. Sophie might have to make a play, but with no more than a classic, what do you do here? There's not a lot to work with. He tries to find something, but Hunter isn't able to get anything. It's gonna be Chris with the triple. And right now, that counter buy hurts a lot. It's all up to Psycho. But with nothing more than a stinger to find 4 people with, can't get anything happen. Does actually find 1. Never mind. Makes a little bit happen here, but the concuss is there, and so is the burst from the stinger long range. Pom-pom fight, Psycho, and it's a 10-4. And normally, not a big deal. Like I say, rifle rounds is everything, except when you buy, rifle rounds can't happen round 3. I don't blame the call, but it is weird that half the time, half the team bought and the other half didn't. They might still counter force around this, but this is a tricky situation, because either they give this, and it's an eco, and the attacking team keeps building their economy because they have more eco-esque weapons, and now you're looking at an 11-4, or you try a counter buy here and see what happens. Still a weird, I'm not really sure what the play is here, but Chris is getting aggressive with it, taking early picks. He also has his ult, so Akron has to respect this. There's a molly that comes through, but with a blind Hunter gets caught out. Here comes the Phoenix ult. It's all up to Akron with no more than a Marshall. Finds the headshot. Doesn't find any more. Averly Dennis trying to make something happen here, but it's a 4v3. He's got no more than a classic. There is Psycho coming from behind, finds 1. Hesperia also finds Sophie in retaliation, but Psycho's creating a little bit of a problem. Can Averly make something happen here before the retaliation comes through? Ooh, it's getting dangerous, but so is Dennis. Dennis finds Chris. This is huge. Would look like a lost round. It could happen, but Hesperia finds the shot onto Averly. She gets the job done. Finds the headshot onto Psycho. Wow. That could have been a massive round for the defensive side. It unfortunately doesn't matter. Hesperia with the clean double headshot flick. Doesn't matter how much HP you're at. You get shot in that thing in the head, you're dead. Just straight up.
Stay focused.
Clean shot gets the job done. And it's 11-4 now. And yet again, the defensive side is looking at a bad economy. They're trying to make something happen here, but it's going to be Akron swinging into 3 people. And with all rifles, he can't find a thing. That's an early 5v4 now. Struggling to make something happen here. Sophie escapes the Prowler. This could be big, but not the second one. Might find one here. Gets the one with a shotgun, but with an attacking Killjoy coming through, there's not much more she can find. It's still something, but 3 kills. 2 from a Chrome, 1 from Coffee. Just shuts down any potential of a play.
Spike planted.
And just like that, things are not looking too good. All up to Averly now. He's got heavy shields and a Vandal. With Match Point coming up next, unless he can find 4 here, it's debatable if he stays here. Does find 1. Almost finds 2, but the interesting bunny hop crouch peek from Chris gets the job done.
Point.
Froggy peek, if you will. $12-4 now. You know, I kind of would have believed that this was a defensive side map, but unfortunately, I think it's been a defensive, an offensive shutout from Team Chris Coffee here. He's dropping 27 and 9, a 3.0 KD, not even counting KDA. Pom Pom and McCrome supporting in second and third. Spark and Hesperia coming in close there. But frankly, who needs a Sentinel when your duelist finds 27 kills? Makes it tricky. Coffee's gonna find one more, in fact, onto Psycho, and that is a big pick early game. There's another fight happening from Sophie. Finds Pom Pom in retaliation. Tries to find Chris, doesn't get anything. Hunter is all alone on site. There is a counter ult from Breach that comes through. The concussed tries to come there, but Averly and Hunter can't find anything. Agra now, solo. 1v3, Pom Pom on the way. The Prowler misses him. They have to be aware of that. He finds 1, he finds 2, he finds almost 3! But Spark, 30 HP, with the bomb, 2 Killjoy Mollies online. Touch noise, but Sophie doesn't buy it. She sees Spark, and that might be the key that Spark needs. Yup, Sophie now, convinced that Spark's going to be playing back for B. Spark's on the rotate.
30 seconds left.
Might be trying to do some bargaining here, but this is Spark we're talking about. Playing Killjoy. One of her mains. Maybe not her most famous, that being raised, but a big one nonetheless. The question is, will she hear Sophie and vice versa? Playing a hard angle, she has to win the gunfight. Finds Sophie with her knife out, gets the job done.
It all work out. It always
And that's a
does.
13-4 victory for Team Chris. Not as close of a game as we saw last time, but a damn good one nonetheless. Close rounds, if nothing else. A lot of back and forth. 5 first bloods on Chris Coffee. But at the end of the day, it's 13-4. A shutout for Team Chris. Thank you guys for joining tonight's scrim. I'm sorry, it's not a scrimmage, it's a 10-man. But I had a fun time commentating this one. I haven't commentated like this in a little while, getting to fully dial in, fully enjoy the content that these players provide. And boy, was it an entertaining match. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And if you were in this game and you're watching this video, thank you for being a part of this. I hope to catch you guys in another 10-man before too long. We might even have another one here. Who knows? I might be able to commentate a second one before the night's over. But I'll cut this one off as it is, so everybody can watch this as an individual video. Alrighty, everyone. Have a good night, and I'll catch you for the next game. Jade out.